Okay, so I'm going to try to show how to set up an auto email for a client. So we're on Matrix. I'll go to my home. So we're on Matrix, and so you start by doing the search for whatever your client is looking for. So let's say they're looking for a residential home. I go to detail, and you're going to want to send them coming soon and active properties. And typically looking for a single family residence, and let's say they are looking for something in Murrieta. Okay, so you can type that in here, and you can add cities by putting a comma in between. You could add Wildomar. You can add as many cities as you like by putting a comma in between each one, and then you could do that. And then you can go here, and then you could add what price. Let's say they want to be under $750, and how many bedrooms they want. They want at least 3, or in this case, we'll say 4. So 4, and then we hit the plus button. So they'll get things that are over 4 bedrooms as well, because they're not going to complain about getting more bedrooms than 4, but they want at least 4. Typically, we don't worry too much about the baths as much, but they might say, well, we want 3 full baths, and then you would do 3 and hit the plus button. A lot of times people don't worry too much about the bathrooms because a 4+ bedroom will come at least with 2 full baths, if not 3. And then the living area would be your square footage. So they might say, well, I want this to be at least 3,000 square feet, and then you hit the plus button. Sometimes I've got a client who wants at least 3 garage spaces, so it would be 3 plus. Okay. And sometimes here they might say, I don't want an old home, so I want anything that's 2,000 and beyond. Okay, so again, hit the plus button there. And then, of course, down below here, sometimes they'll want certain interior features. They want just a 1 level, or you can do those things and select those things here. Maybe they need, a bedroom that's downstairs. I think there's some things that you need to search for here. They might say, well, we want a downstairs bedroom. And there are some options. Fireplace. Typically, people don't worry about fireplace. The one thing that they might want is a downstairs bedroom. So I don't know if there is. I think it's a main floor bedroom. So if they want a main floor bedroom, then you'd have to select this one, and then you hope that the listing agent has included that in the listing, because if they haven't, that's not going to show up. So therefore, you might want to unselect that one and let them look through the listings and find out, because sometimes agents don't list them that way. And if agents don't list that it has a main floor bedroom, it's not going to show up in the parameters of your search. So a lot of this stuff I just kind of don't select unless it's the single story one. Oh, and back up here too, what you want to do is make sure that if they're not looking for a senior community, make sure you don't include those and say no on that one. And lot size, sometimes they're looking for something that's at least 7,500 square feet, or they might be looking for a certain acreage. So you can change that to acreage as well. Okay. And then what they might more commonly what they might want is, a pool. And then for the pool, I always select that they want a private pool. Typically they don't want the community pool. They don't want above ground, but there's also here where it says private and in-ground, because you will get agents who list an above ground pool as a pool home, which is kind of a silly thing, but it happens all the time. They also slide in there this community pool. Don't select that, but sometimes pool homes show up and it's just a community pool. So that's it. Most what I would do, so go back up here. What did I do here? Let's see, I'm going to take out the garages. I'm not getting any matches, so I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong here. I'm going to take out the year built. And take out price. What am I getting? 172 matches. I got 72 matches right now. for homes that are, what did I select anything down here? I don't think I did. I think I selected pool. So these are just going to be pool homes right now, and there's 72 homes, and apparently there's nothing below 750, so I probably have to do 800. 1, 2, 3, and plus. Whoops, not minus. And plus. And, yep, 72 matches. Or maybe I want to do 1,000,000. If that's the right number. Zeros. Yeah, I think it is. Okay. And I can also search in a specific area by doing a map search here. And then I could search in a specific area because maybe they want something that's only on the west side of 15. So then I can, sometimes what I'll do is I'll put my own address in here. So I know I can start, it just makes my map a little bit smaller so I can kind of work with it from there. And let's say they want to be, I don't know why it's not going. It's not going to my address. It usually goes to the address. So let's zoom in on this a little bit. Okay. And let's say they want to only be, here's Calle dos Oro, right? So they only want to be on the west side of 15, and they, they will go up to Clinton Keys. So I will now draw a freehand polygon. Or no, I'll draw so I'm going to draw a polygon. So I can start out, you get my tool here, and I'll start out here, and I'll click, and then I'll go to here, click, and go to here, click on my mouse, and I'll go down to here, and I'll click, and I'll go to here, click, go to here, click, and then I'll go right along, keep clicking, and when I'm done, I connect the lines and click. So only one home, that's a pool home here, so I'm only going to get one listing at this point. Okay, but if I wanted to, I could erase that, clear the shape, but if I just did that, they would only get the one home, but in the future, they get any homes that showed up inside that polygon. So now, whoops, let's go back to criteria. I have to kind of move this a little bit. Okay, now. Go to my criteria. Okay, so this is what I've got so far. Okay, Murrieta, Temecula, Wildomar. I've got 17 matches, and click on results. And here's the homes that have shown up in those cities. Now I'm going to go to save, and it's going to be new auto email. Now here, I have my list of clients I've had in the past that I've set. I can look at all my clients that I've had at some point or another receiving, homes. But here, if I don't have that contact in, I can put in the new contact. All you need is first name, last name, and an email. Okay. So let's say I'm going to, I think I've got Jana in here. So I'll find her real quick. I've got myself in there too, so I'll just click myself. No, well, that's not going to work. So let's go to, let's say, Jana. Okay. So now here I can put the subject. Here are the homes. I could whatever that I want that subject to be for them. Homes in your price range, Menifee homes. Whatever you might be looking for. They might be looking for. This is a message that is the default message. I typically leave that. You can also edit it, which is perfectly fine too. I have my signature in here. I can edit my signature. So make sure yours says the correct information. And then, so make available for reverse prospecting. That means that those agents will know that you sent this to your client and that they can see. I can disable that. And that means that the agents can contact you and say, hey, your client is interested in our home, I see. We are lowering our price. Now here, how much are they in a hurry? Are they really wanting to find things quickly as possible? Then they want to receive this mail ASAP, daily. If they're just like, oh, this is 6 months out, maybe they only want a monthly report, daily report, and then you save. Click save, and then you'll have an auto email ready to go, and they will receive a welcome message. So I'm going to go up here and I'll go to my auto emails. I've got just a couple set up. This is a client from Alaska, and I can go to his settings and change his settings if his settings have changed and his parameters have changed. Settings, if I go to settings, I can change how often he's receiving the email. If I go back, I can change his criteria. I can look at the results that he's received. Okay, and I'll go to one agent display, and I can see it looks like I think he looked at one of these. And he can also show me by liking these and not liking these, and I can see, I'll get his feedback on those homes as he's receiving those homes. Okay, so that's about it as far as I can think of. If you have further questions, let me know, and have a great day.